All right. Well, it is my great pleasure to introduce what is going to be what I hope is the first of many, many webinars put on behalf of UMC Marketplace. Today's webinar is featuring Kimberly Logan and Sharon Dean, and we'll get to the intro slide here in just a second. But just in case you're having any issues, we have a couple of screens that talk about how you set up the interface, the go-to webinar interface for this webinar. And again, we have mentioned it in the chat, but we are recording this so that we'll be able to send everybody a link. And the other important thing, it makes it really interesting for all of us, is that we want your questions. So one of the first questions you might ask is, when we present a poll question that has an obvious typo, do you tell us or do we sit in silence? And my hope is that you tell us when we have an obvious typo, and even tell us when you have the unobvious typos. So it is 2:03, and we're going to move on to the agenda. My name is Robert Grosshandler, and I do the intros because I have a face for radio. I am going to pass this off to Kimberly Logan, who's with iGive, and she's our program manager, and she's doing this in conjunction with Sharon Dean from GCFA. One of the things we're going to cover today is a quick walkthrough of the site, and we're also going to cover a couple of elements that are really important if you're the person responsible for making sure that other people in your parish, other people in your world need. Oh, Sharon, I think Sharon, you might be moving your microphone around. That we're getting some loud microphone kinds of things. One of the other exciting things about doing webinars in the time of the pandemic is that we do these live. We do them live because it's more interesting for us. I hope it's more interesting for you. And we get to do things like say, oh my gosh, there's a typo, or oh my gosh, we have a microphone issue. But in a different life, and Kimberly may tell you this, you may not, she's an actress of some repute. So she also really enjoys doing this live. Hopefully it's not particularly theatrical, but just theatrical enough to keep us all interested. And with that, I am going to throw the microphone in a virtual way to Kimberly.
Thanks, Rob. And I am going to unmute Sharon so that she can say hello. Oops, maybe I will. Oh, she's self-muted now.
All right. I bet you can hear me now.
Yes, we can. Hello, Sharon.
Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Sharon Dean, and I am the Chief Officer of Communications and Marketing for GCFA, and it's our pleasure to be working with iGive to present the platform UMC Market. From personal experience, from my local church, we use it, and every little bit helps us. And so we have a lot of shoppers, and this is a way that we can continue to do what we've always done and still generate a donation to our local church. So I know that this explanation will be very helpful to you and so easy to use. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And yes, I'm hoping that this will be a quick but useful webinar. We are going to go through how iGive powers the UMC market. As you may or may not know, there has been a change sort of in the behind the scenes nuts and bolts, but the ideas and the ease of usage, we want to be as close to your previous experience and as easy as possible. So I am going to start with the wrong slide because I just hit, okay. With the iGive home page. So once you go to umcmarket.org and register with your name and email and choose the parish that you would like to support, you will be taken to the UMCMarket Powered by iGive homepage. Here you can see, let me grab my little pointer. Grab my pointer, laser pointer. All right. Here you can see an eyebrow is what we call it. It's this menu here at the top of the page, and it'll be at the top of every iGive page. So it should look familiar as you use it more frequently. And this will give you a bunch of options to get to the various parts of iGive. And you can access the stores you want to shop at. You can access your stats to see how you and the rest of your cause in total are doing in terms of the amount you've raised. And you can find some really helpful links to spread the word, because iGive and UMCMarket work best with more people using the site. The more people shopping, the more people are generating donations, and the faster those donations add up, and the sooner your local parish gets a check. Also on the home page, just below sort of your generic details of who you are and the church you're supporting, there's a section called Your Favorite Stores. Now, when you first log in, this is probably just going to be a few random stores that we pick for you. But as you go through the site and you see a little empty heart, if you click on that heart, like you might for Cokesbury, it will make this a favorite store, and the first 4 or 5 will show up here on your homepage, so that it's easy to find those stores as soon as you log on. You'll also be able to find them on the My Stores page, because maybe you've got 10 or 20 favorite stores. We don't want to clutter the homepage too much, but we also want it to be easy for you to find them. So you can click on that My Stores link up there as well. Further down on the iGive homepage, we have a selection of featured offers and a category-specific section that tends to change 1 or 2 times a month, depending on sort of the shopping season. If you click on these little greater than symbols, they will take you to a larger amount, because again, this homepage is sort of a smattering of options, if you will. And the seasonality category right now, back to school, we'll have something different for Labor Day, for Mother's Day, Father's Day, things of that nature. And again, when you click on that greater than symbol, you'll be taken to the category of stores for that special time. Now, you may or may not know, iGive is currently offering for UMCMarket shoppers double donation rates. So the rates that you see here on the site when you're logged in as a user are double what we normally offer. So starting September 1st, Bare Necessities is going to go back down to 2%, and Moose Jaw is going to go back down to 1.6%, because I can do math in my head sometimes. But right now, you're going to want to shop Cokesbury and what was the other one that I loved on the homepage? Oh yeah, Precious Moments. I have a friend who collects the Precious Moments, and her parents got her one for every birthday, for her graduation, her wedding, and it's just this wonderful tradition that I always remember quite fondly. But right now, all of those purchases are double. Here's another exciting thing though. Even when August double donations are not in effect, certain stores throughout the day or throughout the year will offer limited time distinctive donations. That's what we call it, when a merchant for a specific period of time raises their donation rates, and we highlight those at the bottom of the homepage in the distinctive donations section. And again, there are more than 6. So when you click on that greater than symbol, it'll take you to see all of the stores that are currently offering a distinctive donation. Right now, these distinctive donations are also doubled for August. So whereas normally One World Computing would be 1.2% as the doubled rate, so normally it's 0.6%. This was a bit confusing, and I'm trying not to make it confusing, but it's because we doubled what they already increased. So it's really good, is I think what I'm trying to say. But these are through the date noted on that actual link. From the home page, you can get to the search page. This is where you can search for a store by name or by description keyword. So if you were to do like I did and type the word shoe into that search box, a drop-down would appear with the names of every store that's partnered with UMCMarket that either has the word shoe in their store name or has shoe in the description. So the first few are Alan Edmonds shoes, DC shoes, Dr. Scholl's shoes, Globo shoes, Hodder shoes, and it looks like from the size of this scroll button, there's quite a bit more. So if you don't know the name of the brand you would like to shop at, I'm going to show you how to shop by category in just 1 second. But the other thing I want to mention on this page is we also have a web search function. So if you are shopping and you want to head over to the web to Google something real quick about reviews or testimonials on a product, you don't have to leave UMCMarket. You can just click on web and type your search function into this box, and that'll take you out to the web, like Yahoo results or Google results, and then you can come back and keep shopping by going back to the stores tab. Simply click on this, and the one that's bolded is the one that you're searching for at any given time. So if you don't know the name of the store you're looking for, but you know you want to shop shoes, you come down this category listing, and further down, because these are alphabetized, you would click on shoes, and it would move up here to let you know that the category you're currently searching is shoes. You can then scroll through the many, many, many shoe stores that we have. You can search by name, again, in the shoe category, or you can change your sort options. We like to let you know who's offering the best donation rates. So the default listing is sort by donation. Right now, Hickey's is offering a 16% donation. Dr. Scholl's is 9.6%. So if you can find the same shoes at either one, maybe you're going to want to go to the store that gives the best donation to your parish. Of course, you're probably going to compare prices, and if they have any coupons, which we'll note on the listing for the store. But we do want you to know that the donation rate, what the donation rate is for each store. And here's an example of that empty heart I was telling you about. So if I were to click on that heart, it would turn red, and Hickey's would be added to the My Favorite Stores on the home page and also the My Stores category, which is what we are going to look at next. So if you have more than 5 favorite stores, which is highly possible because we have over 2,000 stores to choose from, when you click on the My Stores link here in the menu, you'll be taken to your list, your complete listing. And there's a bonus on this page that I want to make sure I point out to you, and that is our gift registry link. So because Cokesbury is a store that I know I'm going to shop at frequently, I've made it one of my favorites. But something else I can do is share this gift registry link with other people that I know will be shopping at Cokesbury. And when they shop through that link, even without having to become a member of UMCMarket, they are going to, those purchases they make through that link are going to benefit my cause. This I actually recently just used for my niece's graduation. So I didn't send out the invitations, but I talked to my sister, and when she did, she had a textbook store that she wanted to be able to get some funds ready for my niece as she heads off to college or stays home for college. We're still trying to figure out what that's going to look like. But because she included that link, anybody who wanted to help my niece buy the textbooks could do that through the link, and our cause benefited from that purchase without them having to jump through any additional hoops or join or register or anything like that. So if you were getting married or celebrating a graduation or any sort of baby registry, know that you can use those gift registry links, and they are tied to a specific store. So this one would take you to Macy's. This one would take you to My Wedding Favors. And again, that Precious Moments. It would take your friend who is shopping for you to the store, and the purchase that they make would benefit your parish in your name. So I like that tool a lot personally. Speaking of credit for your purchases, the stats page is where you can go to see all the information you want about the donations being generated through shopping at UMCMarket. This top section offers a summary for you as a member across all time. So if you joined back in 2010, I think is when I joined, and no matter which cause you're supporting, if you switch parishes for some reason and want to support a different parish, we have the grand total amounts. And then down here in the shopping report, we actually will break out which, we call them charities and causes, you are supporting with any given purchase. Below our main sort of menu, there is a sub menu. And from here, you can jump down to that shopping report, bonuses. From time to time, in addition to shopping bonuses like the double donations for August, iGive will offer donations as a bonus for referring a friend or for hooking up your Facebook cause, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, or other things. And when you click on that bonuses link, it will show you what you're eligible for and what you've attained in terms of those bonuses. That will be added to your totals and sent through as a donation to your parish. You'll also notice the tax deduction section here. So as long as you are supporting a parish or ministry that is tax deductible, you can utilize, you can claim the donations generated by the purchases you've made through UMCMarket as a tax deductible donation. Now, having said that, as Rob mentioned, I was an actor. I have never been an accountant, nor a lawyer. So definitely check with your accountants and or lawyers about the actual legal necessities of doing so. But what we offer on this tax deduction link is a breakdown based on the date that you earned the donation and how much that donation was worth, so that for the year you're filling out your taxes, you have those details handy. The other thing you can see a report of is how many people you have successfully referred to support your cause. And that's obviously the referrals page. You'll also be able to see that on the Tell a Friend page, which we can go through a little bit later. And finally, we offer as sort of a confirmation or proof of concept the store visits report. So when I click through UMCMarket via iGive to reach Cokesbury, there's a page on store visits that will show I reached that page through iGive correctly. So there's this anonymous little ID that attaches to the link that you clicked on, so that the store, if you end up buying something, knows that you came through UMCMarket, and that anonymous ID is connected to your membership, so that when iGive gets paid for that purchase, we can credit the proper person and parish. So that's just to sort of make sure that everything is working.
So Kim, we have a follow-up question from Agnes, who asks, how soon do I know that I've visited a store? How soon does this update?
It's instantaneous. You may have to refresh the page, but it literally is that anonymous ID is tracked in real time. It's essentially the term that is used. So as soon as you visit the store, if you were to come back to iGive and look on store visits, it should show up there. If it doesn't, something could be wrong, and that's when we invite you to come visit our support page. But in 99.9% of times, and honestly, actually, it should be 100%. So if it's not, then definitely maybe the internet is broken. But when you click on a store from iGive, it automatically tracks as a store visit, and then your purchases will track as well.
So I'm sure you're going to cover this, but it's a natural and follow-on question, which is we see the shopping report below. How long does it take for a purchase to show up on the shopping report?
Sure, and actually you can see on some of these are my purchases. On May 18th, I ordered some tea because I love tea, and it posted to my account the very next day. May 19th, it posts a purchase at Life is Good, posted the very next day. And Gardener's Supply posted the very next day. Alibris posted the very next day. Typically, stores are really good at reporting the purchase within 24 hours. I will let you know, though, that with the pandemic and everything, a lot more people are shopping online, and there are a lot fewer people sort of running support. So if there is an issue, it could be 2 to 3 days before it shows up. And that's not really an issue of reporting so much as it is an issue of time and overload of system. So in a few cases in the last few months, we've had some merchants who have to delay their reporting to confirm things. But even so, it will appear within 2 to 3 business days. And if you don't see it after 10 days, we recommend that you let us know through support so that we can research that on your behalf and make sure that you do get credit. Because anything more than a couple of business days and there might be a problem, and we want to nip that in the bud as quickly as possible.
Agnes says thanks.
Thank you for the question. They give me time to have a sip of tea too. So I'm gonna go back real quick. Next on our main menu is the cause page. So clicking on that cause link will take you to the cause dashboard. And here again at a summary level, you can see a breakdown of your cause stats by the month, year to date, and last year's total. You'll also see the address where checks are being sent. Make sure that we have a current mailing address on file so that we can send the checks and they get to the right place. That is very important. You can also visit the cause toolbox. So the cause toolbox is really great for growing your membership base. And as I mentioned earlier, more people supporting your cause means bigger, faster checks being sent. So here we encourage you to rally your team. Members and cause administrators can use a variety of the tools in the cause toolbox. And I'll go through some options briefly and then encourage you to look at some previous webinars for more specific tools and guidance. So first option we have is telling friends about iGive. So this is also an option in the eyebrow. Tell a friend will bring you to this page where we offer where we offer suggested language for posting to Facebook, to Twitter. There's a pre-filled email message you can try, or you can personalize, because those personalized messages are always better. We have sample language that you can tweak that encourages people by reinforcing that iGive is free and we already support thousands of causes. We have thousands of merchant partners, and they can help to answer questions before they are asked. Another tool that is in the cause toolbox is creating a joinLINK. So when you signed up for UMC Market, there is a drop down of the UMC parishes that you can support. And to make it even easier, we have a tool where you can create a specified join link to your specific parish, so that rather than going to umcmarket.org and looking for your parish, they can go to igive.com/parish name city, and be taken directly to your specific parish without having to search for it in the drop-down. As you know, there are thousands of UMC partners, and we want to make it easy for you to make sure that your friends are supporting the specific parish that you want to support. Next up, we have some banners and logos for iGive, which can be used on your blog. You can put it next to your parish's logo on a newsletter, and when you can hyperlink it to that join link. So again, folks that are reading their email can just click on it immediately and be taken to your UMC parish. We have some colorful ones. So if you are the preschool director and wanted to use Help Our Schools, we have some various sized banners that again can be used in emails, on websites, on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, the iGive.com Facebook page has some additional sizes of these banners that can be used on Instagram or on Twitter.
Okay, and to give you a chance to take another sip of your tea, we have some more questions for one of us to answer. Suzanne asks us, she says she noticed gift cards listed on one of the slides. Can you buy gift cards from stores?
Yes, we actually, on that category page, I can take us back to it real quick. Sorry if things go really fast. I don't want you to get dizzy, but I don't remember what slide number it was, so I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so yes, on the Search Stores web page, down here you will see the gift card category. So there are stores that will allow you to earn a donation when you purchase a gift card. Those are listed here in the gift card category. Many stores will not let you earn a donation when you purchase a gift card, or if you use a gift card to pay for your purchase. Those things, those exceptions are listed when you click on exceptions for a specific store. Assume though, if a store is not in the gift card category, that a purchase of the gift card will not earn a donation. So that was a great question, and hopefully that is clear.
So we have a follow-on question from Sharon and me, right? So go back to those really cute banners and logos and such. They're all for iGive. Is there any plan to have UMCmarket.org pretty banners and graphics?
It is in the pipeline. We don't have timing on that just yet, but as long as you use your join link that we created before, it will take your potential supporters directly to the UMC Market registration for your parish.
And we have a question from Jennifer that I'm going to answer. Jennifer asks, I had a UMC Market account, but now it doesn't seem to be recognized. Do I have to reset one up since the iGive change? And Jennifer, the answer is yes. There is no real linkage between the prior provider of UMCmarket.org and the iGive platform. So anything you had there, you're going to have to recreate. And that actually also means that any history that you had there did not come over. So sorry about that, but it is the way it is. And then that's it for now. There's one. I have another question I'll answer, but I'm going to do that one specifically. So back to you, Kim.
Great. Yes, and where you go to register is umcmarket.org, and you'll see that it is powered by iGive right there. Next in the cause toolbox are some printable things. So if you have a bulletin board or you do a physical mailer, we have flyers, we have brochures of varying sizes, a trifold brochure, some are color, some are black and white. We also have ads that you can print as a half page, a full page, quarter page, and again, making sure that you have that join link. It will auto-populate the specific link for your parish, so you don't have to go in and find all the places that your parish name is mentioned and update it. The system will do that for you. Further down the list of options, we have tools that are specific to cause administrators. Now, the cause administrator is iGive and UMCMarket's main point of contact that we reach out to with information about checks and sort of the service end of maintaining the partnership. There is one per cause, per parish, and so you may not be that person, you may be that person. If you are that person, you were given a cause ID and password link, and that cause ID is required for the other options here in the cause dashboard. Because it has things like editing the cause information, a cause ledger of all supporting members' activity, and things that deal with money, we definitely keep that behind an extra level of security with that password. If you're not sure what the cause password is and you believe you are the cause administrator, please reach out to support@igive.com and we can help reset that or ensure that the message gets to the right person, usually within a business day, if not within a business hour. So please don't hesitate to reach out for that. What you can do as the cause administrator is connect your cause, your parish's Facebook page, if you have one, with iGive to allow for an automatic promotion. So say you have a really exciting Facebook page where you talk about weekly services or new youth group offerings, and you also want to encourage your supporters to shop through UMCMarket and iGive to support those initiatives, you can set up to have certain actions automatically post to your cause's Facebook feed. It could be a registration link asking people to sign up. It could be a monthly recap of all of the earnings, which can be very encouraging to people. Or it can be a notice of when a check is being sent to your parish and how much you're going to be getting. Again, those numbers are tangible and are really effective at getting people to join in to help support your cause. Now, this process of linking to Facebook can be quite involved. So we do have a whole support article that will take you through step by step. It involves logging into and out of Facebook and being the administrator for the Facebook fan page. And we do try and break it down step by step. But again, if you do have issues, reach out to support and someone will be glad to help you make that connection. And you also get to determine how frequently you want those posts to go out. You can go weekly, you can go monthly, or it can be based on, as I said earlier, a specific action, like getting a check. And we'll do the same thing for Twitter, if you're more of a Twitter user. As I noted earlier, we have a support portal that has a variety of what we call knowledge-based articles, frequently asked questions for causes. There is a member section. There are some generic sort of, what is a joinLINK? So some of the things that I covered here will be written out more in depth on the cause portal. And again, if you want to reach out, going to support.igive.com and creating what they call a support ticket will get us more personally so we can respond to you personally. Or if you just want to email support@igive.com, that will get into this system as well, and we'll respond as quickly as possible. After you've listened to me talk, if you have questions, I hope you have been putting them into the questions box, and if we didn't get to them earlier, Rob and I can get to them now. Thank you so much for listening.
And we've been having questions all along, and we want to keep this to a reasonable amount of time. We do have room for a couple more questions. Whilst we're waiting for people to come up with clever or not so clever questions, I want to say thank you to some other folks who are behind the scenes making this all work. The names I've seen come through are Lisa and Tammy. There may be some other folks who are here to help to make sure that UMC Market works the way you need it to work. This is a new relationship for iGive, and we are still making sure that we polish it up. So if you have suggestions, if you have concerns, please forward them on to anybody. I am sure the folks over at GCFA would love to hear them, and the folks here at iGive would also love to hear them. So your questions and comments are appreciated. Sharon, we were having some microphone issues with her previously, but I'm seeing we have this. Are you there? You have anything you'd like to say?
I am here, and thank you for those last remarks. The relationship with iGive is new. They have been in the business for a long time and really helping us perfect UMC Market. As someone mentioned that they used to have an account, but now it's different. Well, we really think we found the platform now that will really help this take off. So we appreciate you all willing to jump in, help the United Methodists, support their ministry. So thank you.
It is our pleasure and honor. This has all happened during the pandemic, so we've never actually met in person. I look forward to actually meeting the UMC Market team and visiting Nashville again, which is just one of the best towns in America. So we have no more questions. Kimberly, would you like to do anything else for us today?
That's all I had. Remember that we have been recording this, and you will receive an email with a copy of the recording. Feel free to review it and or share it with your friends. Thanks so much for your attention and your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody.